Here's the exact strategy that I'd use to get out of a weight loss plateau. First off, you can only use this strategy if you've been weighing yourself every single day for at least 3 weeks, because that's how you collect accurate data like a scientist and not like a Slimming Club Karen. So make sure you've got that data before you move on to the next step. Now it's time for some quick maths. You're going to take your average weight for each of the weeks across the 3 weeks. If the average has gone down by more than 0.5 kilograms to 1 pound, then you're not in a plateau. Now, before you go and leave an angry comment saying if I'd gone down less than a pound in 3 weeks, I'd be upset. Yes, you can be losing weight faster, but we're deciding if you're in a plateau or not. And if the scales are still going down, you're not in a plateau. Back to the point, if it hasn't gone down by more than a pound across those 3 weeks, then it's time to make some changes. Next, we're going to check your inputs over the 3 weeks, starting with steps. Look at your daily average step intake over the last 3 weeks. Use your Apple Health, your watch. Have you been hitting the step target that you set for yourself at least 80% of the time? If you haven't, then you need to fix that first. If you have been hitting your steps at least 80% of the time, then you're going to move on to looking at calories. And if you're finding this useful so far, then you should probably drop me a follow, because I share loads of content about losing weight and keeping it off through building healthier habits. So, calories. The first step is to look at how many calories you've been eating on average per day across those 3 weeks. Look at the data, don't guess. If you've been hitting that calorie deficit number and looking good, you can move on to the next stage. If you have not, fix that. If you're not hitting your calories, you're in a plateau because you're not in a calorie deficit. But if everything is looking hunky-dory, then we can move on to the final stage. First things first, you might want to recalculate your calories. Once you've done that, stick at this new number for at least 2 weeks, and if there's still no change, then either minus 100 calories from that number or add an extra 1,000 steps to your daily target.